Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today? So, today we are going to talk about some upcoming changes to social media, namely Facebook, but this really applies to all social media. And we are going to talk about how you can leverage these changes to make sure that you are seen, heard, and are still attracting the right clients. So, before we go any further, I just want to introduce myself in case you don't know me. I'm Lisa Balthaser. I'm a business coach, consultant, and marketing automation expert, and I work with female coaches, course creators, and online service providers who are over 40 and have plateaued, want to scale their business with a recurring revenue model into six figures and beyond in 6 to 12 months. And I do that using coaching methods, consulting methods, and some AI technology and processes. So today we are talking about how to leverage upcoming changes to in social media. And you might be saying, oh my gosh, but the changes, there's so many. How do you keep up? Okay. So let's talk about this. Over the past several years, what prompted this live video, first and foremost, what prompted this live video is I was actually reading a blog by one of the heads of Facebook, one of the people in charge at Facebook. They wrote a blog about some of the changes that they are making on the Facebook platform and how they apply to you. And they were talking about why they were making the changes and what's behind it. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that today and how to actually leverage some of the things that are going on to your benefit. So now, a lot of people have shifted. I personally know a lot of people that have shifted from using Facebook as much as they used to, but Facebook wants you to know, of course they do. Facebook wants you to know that Facebook is not dead. Okay. They are saying that they are not dead. They are alive and well, and there's billions of people on their platform. So, what they do want to recognize is that people are shifting what they do. They are shifting and they want to be entertained. So in the past, we have actually been more in the realm of broadcasting our wares and things like that. But over the past few years, as you have seen people shift to other forms of content, such as reels on Instagram or TikTok, so you have seen the quality change more as from informative and educational into entertaining. Okay. So this is one of the things that I want you to take away from this particular live video. The shift is going more towards entertainment. Okay. So when you are creating content, not only do you have to think about making it educational, valuable, and all those things, you have to think of it from the entertainment aspect. So, is it entertaining? I personally know from watching TikTok videos, there's a lot that you can do on TikTok to make things entertaining, but those things are going to take more time to actually get the content out. Okay. So I don't do some of those things because for me, the time invested in making something entertaining isn't necessarily going to pay me back. But going forward, I may change my tune on that. And it's simply because, as we all know, people like to be entertained. And if they can be entertained and get value and be educated at the same time, okay, that is going to be increasingly valuable for your business. So that's what I want you to actually keep in mind as we're going through some of the content today. Okay. So let me put up what we are talking about, how to leverage changes in social media. So the changes across all platforms, and you guys have seen this, especially recently with the release of Chat GPT. You have seen that. Uh, you have seen that the changes are really gearing more towards AI and AI inspired things, and it's the same with Facebook. So the what we're going to talk about today is the aspect of discovery, okay? The aspect of discovery. So in being discovered on Facebook, you may have noticed, and I've really noticed this lately, actually. So I do want to talk about this because I think it's really interesting. So they are using more AI technology for discovery of content. So as you know, the algorithm, it feeds you the kind of content that you typically interact with. So AI is getting so much smarter, and it is really honing in on that aspect. Okay. So what they are doing is moving more towards an AI inspired news feed. Instead of you seeing things from friends and family, you are going to see things from people that you are not connected with. And you may be thinking, "Ugh, well, that stinks because I'm connected with people that I want to see their content." So guys, as a marketer, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't see any friends and family stuff ever unless I go to their actual profiles. I've not seen it for a long, long time. And it's because of the AI technology. It's the things that I interact with tend to do more, be geared more towards my business. So that is what Facebook is feeding me. Now, here's the aspect of it that I want you to think about with the AI inspired discovery, because this affects you and your business, both on the giving and the receiving end. Okay. So, what Facebook is moving more toward is an AI discovery feature where it's giving you content from people that you do not know in your newsfeed. And you may have seen this already. I know I have. Okay. I have seen lots of content that from people I don't know. And in addition to that, and there's the flip side, okay? There's the flip side, which is good for you, okay? I have also seen a lot of people that I am not connected to that don't like my page interact with my page content. So when I'm putting things out on my page, I am getting people interacting with it that I get to invite to like my page now. Okay. Because every time you interact or someone interacts with your page content, you can go back in, where that little man is, where it shows you the likes. You can go back in and invite them to like your page. Okay. So this is actually good for you because it allows you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, to be discovered by people that may be interested in that very thing that you help them with. So I'm looking at this as a good thing, even though you're not going to see as much friends and family things. Okay. You can always go to their pages to check out what's going on with their life, if you really want to know. Okay. It doesn't mean you're not going to see any of it, but it just means that they are moving more towards the AI inspired content by people that you are not connected with. And that is the key, the people that you are not connected with. So, while you may find that aspect of it annoying for yourself, as a business owner, I want you to think of the flip side, which is you get to be discovered by other people that you're not connected with. So it's actually a positive thing for business owners and entrepreneurs. And I am looking at it absolutely that way because we all want to reach more people. And if they're going to change the AI technology to feed your content to people who are interested in exactly what you talk about, that's a good thing. Okay. So I want you to understand that in the feed. So let me see, deliver content. I have a few notes here. Reels. So reels, as we know, as you guys know, if you guys have been using reels, you know that your reels are going out to people that Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited about it because I feel like I feel, even though I want to see my friends and family things and the people that I'm connected to, because that is why I'm connected to them, because I want to see their content. Um, I think it gives us an opportunity to be discovered. And I'm going to go back to the original thing that I was saying about that, is that people are shifting more toward, they want to be entertained. So when you are adding value and you are educating, you have to think of it from an entertainment aspect also, because when you're feeding, when your content is being fed to people that you're not connected with, okay, you want to be able to grab their attention. Want to be able to keep their attention. You want to be interesting enough that they're going to want to follow you, that they're going to want to see your additional content. And that's a key that I really want to drive home. So with Reels, this stat was astounding to me. Between Facebook and Instagram Reels, this is a stat that was totally astounding to me. And I knew it was a big number, but my goodness, this big. Um, Reels are seen over Facebook and Instagram by 140 billion Reels are seen every single day. Think of that number. Oh my goodness, that number is huge. Okay. It is a huge number. And what that tells me is that people are spending time on watching the Reels as opposed to maybe in the news feed. Because I don't know the stats for the news feed, but my goodness, 140 billion Reels seen every single day, and it's growing, they're claiming. So this is a stat that Facebook put out. And I just find that number totally astounding. And that lets me know that if I'm not doing Reels, I may need to reevaluate my marketing plan. Okay. And for you, the same, because 140 billion Reels viewed every single day is a big number. It means people are spending time in the Reels. And you want to make sure that you are there. I know my Reels do get a lot more traffic than my static news feed. So, so that being said, it may be something that you want to invest some time in. Now, my Reels, and I'm just going to give you this from my perspective. Um, I don't spend a lot of time on doing all the fancy things and the entertaining things, but like I was saying a little while ago, I may change my tune to that, because with what I've been reading recently, put out by the social platforms, I might add, Meta is the article that inspired this actual live video, but um it's it's really going to be based on entertainment value. And you know that entertainment is what is going to keep people coming back for more. And even if they just want to know whatever you're putting out, they're interested in the content, they want to learn from you, that entertainment factor is going to um, potentially be the difference between them following you or following someone else who's more entertaining and giving them the same type of content. So that is something to really keep in mind in leveraging the way social media is going. So I really want you guys to understand that. So the recommendations are going to be based on AI. And you know, you guys have known how powerful AI is. You know that when you're talking to your family member about buying a certain thing, okay, because your phone's always listening. You know those ads are coming up on Facebook, those ads are coming up on Google. You're seeing those ads everywhere now, because all of that content went back and that AI software is picking it up and it's putting it right in your face. So that's how this is going to work. It's powerful and it's pretty darn accurate, which is the scary thing. Okay. So we are going to see also, and this for you guys that have Facebook groups, for instance, this is something to think about. Okay. Now my group, almost all my groups are private. I think I have like one public group. And I have it that way because of all the crazies that tend to join the groups that aren't really real people, and they spam the group and all that. So I tend to have mine more private. However, this is a piece that I want you guys to understand as far as Facebook groups go, because this is interesting to me. Public group content will be more prevalent in the feed. So if you have a group, okay, that you are, you know, they're your ideal clients, honestly, I still feel it should be a private group. And that's because you really don't want people in there that aren't interested in what you're talking about, because um it's going to make the engagement drop because they're not interested. I don't know why they join the group, but people do that. So I would still keep your group that you maybe use for your content for your business. I would maybe keep that one um as a private group because of the way the groups tend to work. Otherwise, you're going to get people in there that may not be interested. Your engagement could go down. However, if you want to experiment, I mean, you can experiment um, and start a group and have, okay, let's back up a second and talk about Facebook groups. If you have a Facebook group that is a private group, okay, Facebook does not allow you to make it into a public group. And it's because when they joined the group, they joined it under the agreement that their content was not public. Okay. And if you change it to public, you're breaking that agreement. So Facebook does not allow you to go that direction. However, if you want to start a new group, you can start it as a public group. And if it's not working out, you can always make it private later. So I just wanted to back up and give you guys the lowdown on that, in case you didn't know. So the public group content, and the reason you may want to do that is for this very reason. The public group content is going to be shown more prevalently in the feed than it has been. And if you have a business that you have a public group for and you're posting in there, it may, and I say may because you know how the algorithm in Facebook is, there's no cut and dry thing here. It may allow your content to be seen by more people. So if you want to experiment, hey, go right ahead. But what I'm saying is that if you already have a group, it's a private group, you're going to have to keep it a private group. And I would highly suggest you keeping it a private group because that's where you're talking to your people about what it is that you help them with. Okay. So that's all the AI discovery that's going on. There's a lot. And I kind of think some of it's pretty exciting because it gives us more opportunity to actually get seen. And while we as consumers are seeing more content from people that we don't know, it also allows us as business owners and entrepreneurs to get our content seen by more people. So there's two sides to it. If you don't like the one side, that's okay, but think about it from the side that is benefiting you, okay? And just realize that it's a good thing. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about is creators and monetization. So while many creators have left the Facebook in particular, I was going to say the meta platforms, but it's Facebook in particular, because they've either been disenchanted with it or they're just, I've been frustrated with it myself. But I would never leave there. And it's because of this one reason. So what Facebook is helping you out with as a creator, and we're all creators if we have business, and we all have things that we're creating and putting out to the world. Okay. So as a creator, it allows you greater creator discovery through that algorithm, through that AI. Okay. So even though many people may have, say they left Facebook, they are still actively using it, even if they're not spending time there. And it is because it is the largest global audience that you can get anywhere on any social platform. So why wouldn't you be there? And I highly suggest all my clients be on Facebook, even if they don't like it, even if it's not their primary platform. And it's because of that large global audience. Nowhere can you find the large global audience like on Facebook. Okay. Now, but Let me see. Not only that, they're leaving, they're coming back, but they're still using it. So when I am creating, and just going to give you an example of this. So when I am creating a reel, for instance, I create it, I'm actually creating it on Instagram. Okay. This is what I've been doing. I'm going to give you my little secret, my little secret to cut down time. I create one reel. Okay. And I use that reel on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, and then I move it over into the because it automatically goes to my Facebook page, and I repost on my Facebook personal profile as both a story and a reel. Okay, because they're seen by different audiences. Okay, so whatever video I create as an Instagram reel, I am putting it in all those places. Same reel, one reel. I create one reel and I put it in all of those places. Okay. I don't have time to make 20 reels a day, and I know you don't either. So I'm just giving you that little tip, because now the reason why I create it in Instagram and I upload it into TikTok is because then I don't have to worry about the TikTok watermark, which, as you know, no other platform wants on. Like if you have the TikTok watermark, supposedly it is you don't get as much reach on Facebook if you put it there, if it has a TikTok watermark. Now, I see plenty of videos on Facebook with the TikTok watermark, and I'm seeing them, but that is what Facebook has put out to the world. So I actually create it on Instagram Reels, and then I download it and I upload it into, and I do this right to my phone. It takes just minutes, minutes. And I upload it right to TikTok, which automatically shares it to Snapchat. So I don't have to do two. I do one upload there. So I have things going certain places. So I only have to do it like once for two platforms and things like that to save time. Okay. So, and I do it on Instagram so it doesn't have that watermark, because the other platforms don't like the watermark. Okay. And I don't have time to go remove that watermark. Okay. And to be perfectly honest with you, I personally like I found a filter on Instagram that I like. It's not crazy. It just enhances a little bit. It doesn't like make me look all crazy, like I have crazy makeup and all that stuff. It's just like pretty normal looking, just kind of smooths out the skin and makes me look just a little bit better. A little bit. So you can only do but so much. But and that's the filter I use. And I don't need all the cat ears and the dog ears, and that's not my business model. If it's yours, that's okay. It is not mine. I'm an older business owner. I don't need the cat ears and all that stuff. So I create one reel and I share it to Instagram, Facebook business page. It automatically goes there. And then I download and I upload it to TikTok, which actually shares it automatically to Snapchat. And then I physically go into the Facebook app and I share it to the stories and to the reels. So one video, 6 places. Okay. And as you guys know, your reels now, they go onto your personal profile. So if you have a personal profile, that reel will also be there, although most people would see it in the reels feed. So those reels are really allowing me to get seen by people that I wouldn't necessarily know. And I have noticed that. So, and that's what's going to be happening more and more and more going forward. Okay. So that's what I want you guys to understand. Now, so whatever I'm talking about, it's going to go to people that are interested in that topic. So today, social media is probably the keyword that's going to pick up on. So people that are interested in social media things, they may see this video. Okay. This is a live video and not a reel, but well, actually this isn't only in my group anyway, so that nobody's going to see it. But I'm going to do another one afterwards talking about this video and asking people to come here to see it. Okay. So I'm kind of giving you a little backstory about how I do my content. So after I create the content in my group And on Facebook, this is only in my group. Okay. So what I do is then I do a reel on Instagram and on Facebook and on TikTok, and I point people to the group to see the content. Okay. So it's not an exciting reel, but it's a reel and people do see it. Okay. So that is one of the little tricks that I'm going to tell you that I do. More tools. Okay. So Facebook also said they are going to roll out more tools for creative expression. And you guys may have seen like some different things coming through. And it's also going to allow you to manage fan content better. Now, I, for one, would love a way to schedule a post on my personal profile, which is now a professional profile. That is one of the changes that they rolled out over the last year. And I have been utilizing my profile, my personal profile, as a professional profile. And if it's a professional profile, the whole point is for you to attract people to your business. I've had people say to me, yeah, but it's my profile. I don't want to get post business content because I don't want to get taken down by Facebook. Listen, if they rolled out professional profiles for business owners so that they can get discovered, do you think that Facebook doesn't want you to post on it? I mean, of course they want you to post your business profile, your business content on a professional profile. That's the whole point. So I've been posting on my personal profile since it's been a professional profile, and it does attract people and it does draw people because your personal profile is seen by more people than say your page, which we all know the reach is in the tank on there. So I mean, but there's still things you can do if you want to work hard to bring your page reach up. You can, but if you have a professional profile, why not just use that? Okay. People can follow you on a professional profile. Okay. You don't have to be their friend. I mean, you're limited to 5,000 friends. So I would be very, careful about like who you actually friend and who you just allow to follow you. Okay. Because if you don't want to be connected to them, I wouldn't be connected to them because you only can have 5,000. Okay. But they can still follow you. So if they're interested in your content, they will follow you. I get followers every single day. I have probably about 1,000 followers that just follow me. Um, and it's amazing as far as reach. Okay. It allows you to reach and grow. Okay. So the other thing that I want to talk about with reels, and you may have seen this on live videos. As a matter of fact, I don't know because it's in my group. I know when I post on my page, there's a little thing that at the bottom that you can give me stars. Okay. And those stars are actually, you pay for those stars to give them to people. You may have been given some at the beginning, but you can buy stars to give to people. And with those stars, it gives you the opportunity to earn money. That's another reason why you want to make your content entertaining. Okay. Because not only are you providing value and you're educating, okay, if it's entertaining, you will attract people that love it. They'll want to give you stars because they are loving what you're doing. Okay. And when you earn those stars, it allows you to earn a little extra revenue on the side. And they're going to be doing the same things. I don't know. I think they've rolled it out in some places, but not everywhere, where you can actually give stars to real content creators also. So Reels is kind of where it's at right now as far as the Meta platforms are concerned. Okay. As far as everything that I've read, that's what they're gearing more towards because they want to be able to compete with TikTok. And that's the only way that Meta has to compete with TikTok. Now, speaking of competing with TikTok, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is a little change that they're doing, and they're kind of doing this to compete a little bit more in the TikTok realm. They're changing messaging again. I know, guys. I know. I know. They're changing messaging again. Okay. Now, if you guys remember years ago, the messaging piece was all part of the Facebook platform. You had to have a Facebook account to use the messenger and all of those things. They have since separated it out, and on your mobile devices, you know that it is a separate app. So you can have the messaging app without actually having the Facebook app on your phone. However, what they are moving more towards is bringing those two back together again. Okay. They're going to bring them back together again. And here's why, because they want to be able to make it easy for you to share content similar to, and they referred to the way TikTok works, with the way you can share the reels. You can share the TikToks. I don't know what they're called on TikTok. I guess they're called TikTok. I don't know. So you can share them very easily into Messenger, and they want more people to be sharing the reels into Messenger. Okay. So they want it to make it easy for people to share content. So if you got a good reel and you love it and you want to share it with your friends, it's going to be real easy for you. And I don't know that it's not easy now, because I mean, I've just not seen where it's been hard, but this is what they're saying. Okay. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. The messaging piece is coming back to the actual app. For some people, that's a yay. For other people, that's a nay. Some people don't want to be on Facebook at all, and they don't want that temptation. But I just said the word. I think that's really why they're doing it, because they understand that people were just using it for messaging and keeping in contact, and they want people using it to share content. So if they put it back in the app, if you go into the app, you're more likely to see content that they want you to see to actually share. Okay. As opposed to if you're going directly into Messenger, you're not going to see any content at all. So they're actually bringing the messaging app back into it. They're integrating it little by little. I believe they said they were trying it out in certain areas right now. I have not seen that, but it is coming soon. And they want you to share reels is really what the point is. Just like in TikTok, it's easy to share those reels. They want you to be able to do that. They are really looking at being able to compete on that level. So, they also, and I know you guys have probably seen this, either you love it or you hate it. I really don't have an opinion much about it right now, but is the messaging, they are building messaging into groups for community chats. Okay. So I have seen, I was going to say I've seen many people actually complaining about this feature. But as from a business aspect, I want you to think as a business owner, as a CEO. Okay. You know that if you create a group chat in your business, you know that not everybody's going to want to be there. You know that people are going to be annoyed by it because it's just another notification that they're getting. And then when anybody comments, they're going to get that notification. It's going to annoy people. You know that going in. Okay. But think like a CEO for a moment. Okay. You also know that your most avid supporters are going to love being able to communicate with you better, faster, and more exclusively. So, while there are definitely some negatives about the community chat in the groups, there's also some positive aspects that as a CEO, as the business owner, as the person that runs the show, you really need to take that into consideration. So if you decide to create, give me one second. That's the problem with talking a lot on live streams. If you decide to create a community chat in your group, know ahead of time. There's a lot of people that aren't going to want any part of it, and that's okay. They're not your exact people. Okay. They're the people that they're lurkers, and they're okay, because you never know, that lurker can turn into a client at some point, but they're not there yet. And that's okay. But there's also people that are going to want to get into conversations with you, have discussions with you, ask you questions that they would not want to necessarily ask in the group. and you will be able to create better relationships with the people in your group using a group chat. Now, full disclosure, I have not set up a group chat in my group yet. And it's because of the aspect that I know that people get annoyed by it. And I've seen so many people complain about it. It made me kind of like back up a little bit from it. But when you really sit down and look at the pros and cons, okay, you have to evaluate both the pros and the cons. So while you may be repelling some of the people, are those the people that were going to buy from you anyway? Are those your most avid supporters? Okay. Are those the people that are really loving on what you're doing, or are they just there just to suck up information and, they want to do it themselves? And that's okay. There's a place for all of these people in your network. Okay. But on the flip side, on the pro side of creating that content, you can create discussions around things that maybe you're not talking about in the group. And maybe it's exclusive content that allows you to create better relationships with the people that are going to stick around and have that communication with you. Okay. Which can turn them into your cheerleader because you took the time to actually go into it with them, to talk about with them, and they feel like they know you because they're in this exclusive chat. So you really have to weigh both sides of it. I definitely see both sides. I haven't gone there yet simply because I know that people get annoyed with it, and I just didn't want to, I don't want to promote people being annoyed with me. So, but at the same time, I definitely see the benefits, and I want you to really evaluate it before you start it. Okay. Just because it's a new thing doesn't mean you have to do it. And I think that's why people got annoyed, because when it became available in the groups, like everybody started this group chat. Well, yeah, that was annoying because you're getting all these notifications from all these different groups about things that you didn't necessarily want to be involved in talking about. But now that it's been around for a little while and you've had a little bit of time to evaluate it and think about it, I don't know if you're part of any group discussions. I know I'm in some, but I don't really participate. You have to really evaluate if it's good for you, because it is a really great way to build community. Okay. So I want you to think about that. So the messenger aspect is changing. It's been changing. And I know you've seen some of those changes take place already. So going forward, I'm going to wrap it up now. Sorry, this is a little bit longer than I anticipated. Because I kind of got excited about talking about some of these things. So going forward, think about your content from a discovery standpoint. Okay. So if you were out there looking for whatever it is that you do, okay, if you were out there looking for content, would you want to follow you? Would your content make somebody stop and listen to it? Okay. Because remember, it's not just the education and the value. Now the Facebook is gearing more towards an entertainment piece, the entertainment piece of it. Okay, with the reels and the short videos and things like that. So think about your content. Is it entertaining? Think of the entertainment value and how maybe you can improve that. It's not always easy. I'm not really an entertainer, so to say. I can create value. I can give you value added content. I can give you tips and tricks and all that stuff, but I'm not necessarily funny, or, at least I don't think I am. Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't think so. But think about your personality and how you can bring some of you into it to give it that entertainment value. Okay. And think of the way your content is being shared and how you're sharing it. Like I was telling you about the way that I do my reels. They are everywhere. And I do one. I do one. You don't have to create extra content all the time. Okay. So that is really where I want to leave it today. I just really want you guys to understand where things are moving. where things are moving on social media, and that's just about every platform is moving this direction. Instagram is, TikTok is already, that's what TikTok is. All of the major platforms are moving towards the short video, the reels. Now, LinkedIn's a whole different animal. It's a professional platform. It's a little bit different, but I wouldn't be surprised if they implemented the short video into their platform a little bit more. It wouldn't surprise me. And it's because people have time for short content. This is a long video. I know they're not going to watch the whole thing, although I do think there's value here. I'm telling you how to get seen going forward. So this is what I want you guys to think about. I want you to think about all the things we talk about, how you can implement them, how you can put yourself out there to the world to get seen by more people, providing value, but still entertaining. Like, if you have a weird topic, thank you. Thank you. If you have like a weird topic, that you talk about generally, one thing that you can do is poke fun at it. Okay. So, if you poke fun at people, really are going to gravitate towards that. And it's because we all slip up. We all have slip ups. We all mess up. We all do the crazy things. Okay. And if you're poking fun at something that happens in your business, oh my gosh, you better believe that it happens to everybody. Okay. So that's one way that you can provide a little bit of entertainment value with the value and the tips and the education that you bring. Okay, it's just one suggestion. There are many ways. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I would be remiss if I did not share with you one of the things that I have been working on is, I personally have been working with AI technology, and I have a new program that you can get in at founders rates right now. I am still accepting founders rate for this program. Okay. First 15 people, you get founders rates, and we are going to be doing all the things. We're creating all your content, and we're going to be utilizing AI technology while we're doing it. Okay. So it doesn't replace you, but it enhances what you do. So it makes you be able to connect with your audience a little bit better, using the AI technology to help you to come up with better ideas. Okay. So that is what I have for you right now. I hope you join me in the program because I am super excited. I am hoping to get this started by the 15th. We have 6 more days. Hoping to get it started by the 15th, although I may have to push it off if we don't have enough people. So I encourage you to check it out. It is really low pricing right now. You are getting a lot in the program for that, because we're going to be creating your signature offer. We're going to be doing your courses, your programs, and we're going to implement all the AI software. You're going to be able to get support from me in all of those processes. We're as far as even launching and your systems and processes, we're putting everything in place for you so that you can grow and scale, because they're different. Growing and scaling are 2 different things. Scaling means you are doing the same work and helping more people, and growing just means you have more business. We are doing all of that using AI technology in this new program. So I hope you'll check that out. I'll put the link below the video when I get done. But thank you guys for joining me. I hope you'll go back. If you missed the beginning, go back and check out the changes that are happening and check out how you can stay relevant with all of the social media changes going on today. Thanks for joining me.